Ahoy and welcome. This is Admiral. Let's talk tracking. If you played before Definitive Edition, you may remember it as one of several technologies that, among other things, acted as a barrier to usefulness of a worse militia line than we have now. This tech was introduced with the original Age of Kings, and for the price of 75 food, would grant you the current Armenian team bonus of +2 line of sight for all of your infantry. However, this was done away with as a paid tech with the Definitive Edition. Gone but not forgotten, its memory lives on in the form of +2 line of sight gained freely by all infantry units upon reaching Feudal Age. Tracking also lives on in the responses of official developers when you tell them about a bug or similar issue. But what if there was a more grounded form of tracking that allowed you to detect whether enemy units had recently passed through an area that's now in your vision? You'll probably know that units moving across snow will leave tracks, which in some cases could alert you to their unseen presence. Although snow tracks don't last very long, and all other terrains remain remarkably unfazed by anything that moves across them. Impressively, this horde of Mongol warriors can tromp across muddy plains or farmland without leaving a single sign. So here I have a mod where tracks are left on most terrains, with the notable exception being roads, allowing you to gather more information about enemy movements. One could imagine this as a unique civilization bonus for a people known for their excellent scouting, a special ability of a scout, ninja, or other detector unit, or even coming full circle to become a generic technology once again. And you might even choose to make the tracks last somewhat longer to make the mechanic more useful. Either way, the tracks would expire, but it would give you more of a chance to detect a sneak villager, monk, or raiding party that had recently passed by just out of sight, so long as you were paying attention. I'd say that goes far enough to be interesting, but if we wanted to get crazy, this could be expanded even further. Supposing a unit is wounded below a certain level, let's say with 3/4 of its total health gone, it might become even more detectable by trailing blood until it's healed up again. This one is probably best saved for scenarios where you have to track the wounded beast back to its lair, but it's certainly a fun idea. Or perhaps a sufficiently large group of enemy soldiers, and especially cavalry, moving together, could kick up a cloud of dust or create a low but audible rumble that could be heard off-screen or through the fog of war, similar to how you can hear the distant crash of an onager cutting through the forest. I like the idea of having other methods of gathering intelligence beyond the line-of-sight mechanic, or unintentional exploits such as score. Although understandably, many will find this too crazy for vanilla AoE 2, and I think that this and the Blood Trail should probably be scenario or mod exclusives. But I think there's potential at least for a more basic tracking-related civilization bonus, or at least the expansion of snow tracks to other terrains such as mud and dirt. But what do you think? Should there be a more extensive and useful application of the existing snow tracks, by extending them to other terrains and increasing their duration? And should this kind of tracking be the specialty of a certain civilization, of scout units, or even a generic ability or technology? Or is it just best left as a mod? Either way, I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts. If you liked this video, leave a like. You can subscribe to track the issue of further content, and you can support my work with the support link in the description. This has been me telling a tale of how you could avail yourself of enemy trails when line of sight fails, and assail them when hot on their tails. Till next time.